sell more books. If you want to know my secret hacks, this is the key to get more exposure without going broke buying ads. So my name's Jim Edwards. For those of you who don't know me, I've been selling online since 1997, and I'd like to share a quick story with you. My first book, when I launched it, I had no money. I mean, I've since gone on to sell stuff that millions and millions of dollars. This book in just 6 months has sold over 20,000 copies, is up around $700,000 in total sales in that funnel. But my first book, I had no dough. I couldn't afford to buy any ads. Somebody said to me, "Hey, you want to buy an ad?" I'm like, I ain't got 20 bucks. So then something really interesting happened. Somebody wrote an article about me, and I started getting traffic to my website, and a light bulb went off. And I said to myself, well, hey, why should I wait for somebody else to write an article about me? I should start writing articles and directing people to my book. Now, this was back before the turn of the century, probably before some of you were even born. But so back then, this was not the norm. This was a revolutionary concept. So I got a tip for you, and it's really, really powerful, and it's simple. And that is, don't wait for somebody to write about you in your book. Write about your topic and point people to your book as a result of what you write. So write articles on your topic and then say, hey, would you like more information about this? I just happen to have a book. For example, I teach you something about how to write an amazing headline for your sales letter. And I say, oh, by the way, I have a book called Copywriting Secrets, which you should get. So here's the thing. I'd like to show you a really cool piece of software, because the hardest part for some people, not for everybody, but the hardest part for many people is actually just coming up with the idea for the article. Once they get the idea for the article, they're writers. They say, hey, I can write a 300, 400, 500, 600 word article. I just need to come up with an idea. So I'm going to show you a cool piece of software real quick that's going to give you ideas for articles super, super fast. We're going to go over here to a site called Author Wizards. Some of you are members of this. Some of you are not. And this is the Article Idea Starter Express Wizard. Basically what this does, it helps you come up with cool ideas for articles super, super fast. Now, I put in something here that someone would say, oh, well, this probably only works for make money stuff. So you can't make money with dog potty training, okay? And just full disclosure, right now, I am the new daddy of not one, not two, not three, but 4 Chihuahuas who are still less than 6 months old, and potty training them has turned into a freaking circus. So if you've got a potty training book, let me know. So I started thinking, okay, if I had a potty training book and I needed to write articles about puppy potty training, maybe I need some ideas for them. So this one's amazing because, like all the wizards, you just fill out a form, whack a button, and get an amazing result. In this case, you just got to fill in 2 things. Who's your target audience? In this case, a dog owner. And if I was really smart, I would target specific breeds of dog owners, because a Chihuahua owner's, oh yeah, that's it. That's it. And so instead of dog owners and potty train your dog, it's potty train your Chihuahua. Now watch what happens when I click this build button. It's going to give me a ton of ideas for articles that I could write, and videos too. So what are 3 insider potty training your Chihuahua tips every Chihuahua owner needs to know? I need that right now. I need somebody to tell me about crate training, about rewards, about the right way to use these dang puppy pads that just seem to be magnets for puppy excrement.
That's a nice way to say that.
It is nice. I can be nice. So what are the most common potty training your Chihuahua problems Chihuahua owners face? So again, this could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, but all of a sudden the ideas are percolating. 12 questions every Chihuahua owner should ask about potty training your Chihuahua. Dude, I wish I had that before I got the Chihuahua so I'd know what was coming along. But right there, look, we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of these ideas that you can use again. And this is just one. You can see over here on the right-hand side, just one of tons and tons, over 40 different wizards we have to help you to sell more books. Now, I got a quick reminder for those of you who are watching this live or watching the replay. In the comments down below, though, how cool is that, right? How cool is what that does? And as a reminder, if you're already an Author Wizards member, you can use this right now. This is just one of a bunch of tools that's in there waiting for you. And for the hundreds of Author Wizards users that we have, if you've used it, let me know in the comments down below, or whether they're over to the right or wherever they are, wherever you're seeing this video. But by the way, guys, we also, if you're not a member of Author Wizards, we have an incredible free training for you that's going to build on what I just showed you, because what I actually showed you was the beginning of content marketing. Content marketing is how you're able to sell more books. And we've got a great training for you that gives you 3 secrets, including if you want to sell more books more consistently, content marketing is the key. Number 2, consistent content marketing comes down to ideation, creation, and distribution. And the 3rd secret is you don't have to be a salesperson to sell a lot of books or anything else. And the cool thing is that you can watch it for free at authorwizards.com and find out also more about how Author Wizards can help you sell a lot more books. I'm Jim Edwards. Go ahead and check it out right now. All right, cool. Now, full disclosure, guys, we just made a video that's going to get plucked out of this and turned into a keyword discoverable video on Facebook. The keywords that we're going to go after are sell more books. I mean, that I just wanted to show you, let you peek behind the curtain a little bit and see what we're doing. And you can do that exact same thing for your books. You can do it for anything you want to sell, for your courses, for your speaking, for anything, for your merchandise that goes with your book. You can do that stuff. And did you see the pattern that I used there, Kary? You sort of did, but there's a lot going on there. I'm wondering if anybody would be interested in learning that pattern that I used to create that video, perhaps in one of our future master classes, which are for
I think it'd be great.
only. Okay.
I think it'd be great. I mean, I don't know if you know this, Jim, but one of our students, Tony, I chatted with him this week, Tony Sabalas. He used one of your wizards, the Lumen one, boosted it, and now has, I think to date, over 4,000 views.
What?
Yeah,
that's
4,000 views. And again, I hear people all the time say, like, I just don't have money to hire people. Author Wizards, you're hiring a sales copywriter forever, anytime you need. You never have to give them a raise. You don't have to do health benefits. It's Author Wizards, and it literally writes the sales copyright for you.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing, just to kind of talk about a little bit about the ideation part, that for whatever reason, I mean, that's why they invented the term writer's block. Writer's block basically means what?
You can't get the idea out. You're stuck. It's almost like you're stuttering verbally, but in the written form. And it's paralyzing. And you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't get words out and I'm stuck. And what's Netflix? I'm going to go watch Netflix, right?
Netflix and chill.
Yeah. And then you give up, and then you don't create influence, impact, and income.
And I like that little alliteration there. Nice. Influence, impact, and income.
We use that all the time.
I like that. The big thing is, if we're talking about writer's block applies to some people, applies to a book. It applies to creating video. Applies to just even a tweet. And I saw a really great quote. The lady's name escapes me, and I really apologize for this because I gave credit, but it was, you can always edit a bad page. You can never edit a blank page.
Ooh, that's good.
And so that's why, what are some of the traditional cures for a writer's block? One is, okay, just start writing something, writing anything, writing your grocery list, writing anything, just to get your mind going, to get your hands going. I think that one kind of falls under the category of fake it till you make it, which I hate that phrase, because basically what you're saying is be a fake. Yeah. Be a total fake. So I don't like that one very much. What's another traditional cure for writer's block?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I do. Whenever I have writer's block, I writer's block means that you're going into creation mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you are trying to create and you can't, then what I do is I go into consuming mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go, if I can't get some, I'll go watch one of your videos, watch somebody else's video. And I'm like, oh, that reminds me, that inspires me.
Right.
So that's another little trick.
So what you're saying is, if you can't think of something, you need to get a stimulus.
Oh,
You need to get some stimulation. I call it a catalyst
I
event,
like that.
where something happens that makes you go, okay, I can this. Okay, I know what to do.
Yeah.
And so in sales copy, you can have everybody has what's called a swipe file. I mean, real copywriters have things called swipe files, where literally you're looking at ads, you're looking at headlines, you're looking at offers, you're looking at stacks, you're looking at bullets, you're looking at calls to action, you're looking at all these things, what other people have done. And then what you're supposed to do is transpose what you're working on onto that structure.
Yep.
But that really only works after you've been doing it for a while. It takes a while to do that.
Sure.
But what if you could take what you needed to do and immediately transpose it into that swipe file?
That sounds like Author Wizards.
That's exactly what Author Wizards is. That's where the idea for Author Wizards came originally in 2007. I had an idea for what I termed my electronic swipe file. That's where cool. I created the tool just for me, where I had certain patterns that I was using over and over and over for headlines, for offer copy, for bullets, and for sales copy. And I saw these parts just like they were Legos, right? And so I saw, okay, this part fits with this part, and this part fits with this part. And then I can take these parts, and for, let's say I need this, let's say this is an email teaser, but this is a headline. Well, all of a sudden I could take that same headline and I could put it over into a full sales letter. Ooh. And then I could have the other stuff in there, but I got tired of having to rewrite the same stuff over and over in the same language patterns. So that's when I figured out, okay, how could I fill out a form where it made me just focus on the stuff that mattered? What matters is what your customers want, what your readers are looking for, what's going to get them excited, their hot buttons, their emotions, their desires, their problems, all of these things. And that's what you focus on, instead of worrying about how am I going to turn this into whatever it is I need? How do I turn this into an article? How do I turn this into a sales letter? How do I turn this into a hook, a headline, a story? Instead of that, you focus on just getting the parts out that matter. And then we take them and we plug them into a proven framework. You're doing that anyway. By the way, you are doing that. There are frameworks in your head as a writer. It's like the,
Dear John, blah, 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 sincerely, blah, blah. I mean,
right. And then it's the who, what, when, why, where, and how. I mean, if that's not a formula, I don't know which one is.
Right.
And then we got other formulas like begin at the point of high drama. Yeah. I want to write an entire book that begins with the line, "It was just a freaking dog." And then it goes, I'm getting shot. The main character, it's me. I'm the main character in all my books. But, the main character is getting shot at as he's running through the woods, and it's all over a friggin' dog. It sounds like John Wick. I had the idea before John Wick, but
there you go.
But my point though is that begin at a point of high drama.
Yeah. Problem,
agitate, solve, feature, benefit, meaning. There are formulas all around us for writing books, creating copy, for creating content, and you can try and learn and internalize those and then apply your stuff to it, or you can just apply your stuff to the formula and use it to get the result. One takes a couple of weeks, the other one takes a couple of years.
Even a wedding that you go to, you never thought of it this way. I didn't think of it this way. That's a script.
The whole thing.
In other words, I so-and-so take so-and-so, that is a script, and you are plugging in
your
Julie
name
and Bill or whatever.
Right.
And there you go. Well, out comes the marriage.
Well, but even the wedding invitations are scripted.
Yep.
Think about that. Okay.
That's right.
The guest book, the program,
Yeah.
the seating,
The
what you're
reception, the
supposed to wear, the
DJ,
reception,
the
the DJ.
DJ's
Yeah.
got a whole script. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Dance with the groom. Boom, boom, boom. Right.
I'd like to
All that.
introduce you. It's my privilege to
Yeah.
introduce you to Mr. and Mrs. So and so, hyphenated so and so name,
Right. So the reason why we do this is because as humans, we don't want to have to create a new neuro pathway every time we do a task because life would take so long. So we
Yes.
do this, it's like you have a framework for brushing your teeth. I have a framework. I'm doing
For
everything on
shaving your head.
autopilot. Right. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to say, if time is money, if most people feel like they don't have enough time in a day, they do feel burnout, they do feel like they're going through emotions, save your time,
Sure.
answer a couple questions, press click, or as you say, what do you like to
Whack
say?
the button.
Whack the button, and then it out pops the script to make it happen.
Yeah, but think about this. And people, oh, I don't use scripts, I use original stuff. The other thing you need to understand is that certain scripts work better than others.
Yep.
That's why they have a script called The Hero's Journey. Now, I know there's one dude who said it's a circle and all this other stuff.
Campbell.
But I'm telling you, it ain't really a circle. It's a valley but that's just me. That's my interpretation of it. The thing you got to understand is that some scripts work better than others. And so use the scripts that work. Whether you use Author Wizards or not, you better know which scripts work best to create your emails, to create your sales letters, your back cover copy, your tweets, your Facebook lives, all that stuff, because there are some that it's the difference when you see some people that are falling flat on their face and other people that are kicking major butt. It's because the ones kicking major butt are the ones who figured out and discovered and are using the patterns that are proven to work. And the ones who are not using the patterns. They're trying to be original. They're trying to wing it.
Yep.
So there you go.
I love it, man. This is so helpful. Now, is this a new wizard that you shared today, or has this been in there for a while?
Oh, this has been in there.
Wow. Folks, how many are we up to, Jim?
A lot.
A lot. So it literally is a recipe where you basically say, what's my goal? What do I want to achieve? Boom. There's the wizard for the day. And there you go. And I keep sounding like a resounding gong, but the reality is when authors say to me, my book's been out for 2 weeks, my book's been out for 2 months, my book's been out for 2 years, how do I resurrect it? How do I get attention to it? Folks, content marketing.
51. We have 51 scripts in there.
51 scripts.
Yep.
I mean, you could be doing one a day and you would have
10 weeks worth if you were only working Monday through Friday.
Yeah, there you go.
To be able to use that stuff. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And
so we did
mm-hmm.
just create a new, thanks, David. We created a new training, but it is at authorwizards.com. And they have, I think we've created a short-term pass where people can get access to that like right now. They could go there and watch the training right there, see how they can start applying this today.
Absolutely. You could get in there. You could be messing around with these wizards tonight. We've got everything automated. You can watch the training, sign up, and be rocking and rolling on it tonight.